you guys ready for the next comic on the stage or what? Start making some noise. This guy's hilarious. You see him all over. Runs the show at New York Comedy Club. Give it up for James Pontillo!
Hello, Howard. Big week. My sister got engaged this week. Well, it's a little weird for my family though, because we're all New Yorkers, and he is from Wisconsin, her new fiance. It's a little weird. She called me up. She's like, "Hey, do me a favor. It's his first time in New York. Give him the real New York City experience." So I did. I mugged him. And I pissed on him. That's what we do. Any New Yorkers here? Yeah, that's right. Shit. We had the most New York City moment. I picked him up from the airport, and we're driving, right? And 2 cars ahead of us is going to turn, right? And they can't turn because there's a family walking. And the guy in between us just beeps his horn, and he just screams, "Hey, turn your fucking car." And the woman's like, "I can't, there's people walking." And he yells, so run them over. And my sister's fiance is like, "Wow, what an asshole." I'm like, "I know. She's got to turn right now. This is a little..." You're New Yorkers, right? Do you drive? How long do you wait until you run someone over when they're in the street? A minute? You're not really from New York. I've been getting into murder documentaries lately. I want to get good at it. My favorite's Unsolved Mysteries. You've seen Unsolved Mysteries. It's the best. It's the best. It's just, all the other murder documentaries are so preachy. They're all like, don't try to murder people. You'll never get away with it, all right? The truth always comes out. And then Unsolved Mysteries is like, no, you could get away with it. Here's what you have to do. And then it's just an hour how to get away with murder. It's amazing. There's one way I learned how to tell, you could tell someone's a murderer. Psychologists have pinpointed way. You can usually tell someone's a murderer if you look at them and they're a man. That's usually... Husbands murder their wives a lot. Who's married here? Are you 2 married? What about you 2? How long? What about you? That's usually when it happens. It's the 30, 50. You ever think about ending it? Yeah? Right now? Don't do it here. There's witnesses. Who else is married here? Alright. How long have you 2 been together?
36 years.
That's actually when it happens. I lied before. That's actually... Yeah, no, exactly. That is. I don't know. I'm still celebrating the Johnny Depp verdict. Honestly, are we still? I'm still coming down. It was a good excuse to drink on a Wednesday afternoon. Let me tell you. I was torn about the whole trial though, because a lot of psychologists are like, Amber Heard totally unstable. This woman's a pathological liar. Like, she needs to be locked up. But on the other hand, crazy women really hot. When they're like, she pooped in his bed, I'm like, that's so wrong. That really makes me hard right now. They laugh too hard in the back. All right, so I look like that. I was in Miami. I got back recently, so now it's my whole personality. That's it. I took Spirit Airlines to and from Miami. Who's ridden Spirit before? How bad, right?
It's great.
What? You work for them or something? Spirit is the worst airline. Like, I think if the planes had hit the Twin Towers on 9/11 were Spirit, everyone would have just thought it was an accident. Sure. It would have been like 2 Spirit planes hit the World Trade Center. Like, yeah, they're bad. Oh boy. What a crowd. So you 2 a couple? 2 of you? How long have you been together?
4 years.
You should murder her. You should, yeah, 4 years. You think about getting married soon? Do you guys fight about it a lot? Is it like alright, whatever. Whatever. I'm still single. Who cares, right? I'm gonna die alone, probably. Being single at my age, I'm gonna be 30, it's not as fun as it used to be. It's like the alarm bells are... I know it because I view romantic movies differently. I took a girl to see The Notebook in high school. Who's seen The Notebook here? Unfortunately, it's a good movie. What are you talking about? It's a great movie. I saw it in high school, and it's just like Ryan Gosling and Rachel McAdams. They're in a relationship, and then she has dementia, and he just tells her the story of how they met. That's like the whole movie. But then I rewatched it as single and 30, and I'm like, this guy is a bad guy. He's only with her because she has no concept of reality other than just what he tells her. So the movie, he's like, remember that time I made you come 12 times in an hour? And she's like, that's not you. Don't say that. He made you come 12 times in an hour? You gotta lock him up, you gotta get married. Well, what was I talking about? Alright. The Notebook, right. Dumb movie, don't watch it. I have anxiety disorder. A friend of mine got me into transcendental meditation. I don't know if anyone knows what that is. Take meditation. You get a buddy. They give you a buddy, and I have a 55-year-old Mexican guy named Louis. Nice guy. And in transcendental meditation, you're not supposed to drink alcohol, smoke weed, or masturbate. Yeah. All right. Well, we know you. All right. You can't not do any of those three. And if you have the urge to do one of those things, you have to reach out to your buddy. Yeah. The first two are fine. The masturbating part, a little weird. He texted me the other day. He's like, "Look, I can't do it anymore. I have to jack off right now. I'm calling you." I'm like, "Please don't. Just don't call me. There's no need." This is a good crowd. Can I try some crowd work over here? Can I try on you, sir? What do you do for work?
Pharmacist.
All right, let's move on. How about you? What about you? Oh, really? How long have you guys been? Do you guys ever fight about whose signature is better? That's a little doctor humor. I'm smart. I'm in therapy because I'm sad or whatever. Me and my therapist, we talk about why I can't make any relationship with women work because I'm ugly. No, shut up. You wouldn't fuck me. We're talking about that. She's like, you have a bad relationship with women because your mom was mean to you growing up, which is true. She's like, your mom was very verbally abusive and she yelled at you a lot, and now you take it out on all women subconsciously and you lash out at them because you view all women as your mother. I don't really agree though. I don't believe anything that stupid whore says. Piece of shit. Had her first session, telling me about her life. She's a refugee. She's from Afghanistan. She's telling me all about herself. I told her about my childhood. She told me about hers. She's like, when I was 14, my parents were killed by the Taliban. When I was 15, my school got bombed. When I was 16, I had acid thrown on me, and I was a child bride. I'm like, wow, that's incredible. I had no idea this was your time right now. She's one of those. She's very optimistic. We talk about stand-up a lot, and I think I'm a bad comedian. I don't think audiences like me very much. Not you guys. You guys are good. She's like, hey, it doesn't matter what the audience thinks. The only thing that matters is what you think. I'm like, that's not how stand-up comedy works. She texted me today. She's like, I think your sessions are going really, really well. You're making a lot of progress. And then just to test her, I texted her back. I know I only thought about killing myself 4 times today. And she texted me back. She's like, I don't find that type of humor to be funny. And I texted her, well, it doesn't matter what the audience thinks. What a gay crowd. Don't laugh ever at any comic. And I couldn't figure out why. And then it hit me one day. I'm like, oh yeah, none of these jokes are anywhere as good as crack. You know, no one ever came up to me and was like, yo, you got any more jokes? I'll suck your dick for some jokes. I get writer's block sometimes. I was talking to an older comic about, like, what do you do when you get writer's block and take up any new material? I was like, oh, that's easy. You just gotta get in the car and drive. Driving opens up the right side of your brain. I'm like, I think that only worked for JFK. I don't think that's, wow, fuck you guys. All right. Thank you so much. Give it up for your host.
Keep Pontillo, keep it going.